Hey guys, it's Carrie Monster. I just want to do a really quick video on long distance relationships. I was just going to answer a couple questions and give a little advice. I've been in one for almost 3 years, coming up in June with Jared, and I think I would have a little experience on that. So I'm just going to go through these, and I hope that they help any of you guys that are going through a long distance relationship. I know it can be tough, but you'll get through it. I would say yes. I've been in one for almost 3 years, so I think it does indeed work. It's a little harder. I won't sugarcoat it for you, but they do indeed work if you put that effort into it. I would say that is completely false. I feel like my relationship personally is quite satisfying. If you feel like your relationship is not satisfying, then you either need to reevaluate your relationship or you need to talk to your significant other. Or do both. Doing both might be a good idea. But that really depends on the couple. But I would say, in general, I would say they are less satisfying. They're just as satisfying as any other relationship. This really depends on the couple and how much you feel like you need to see one another. But Jared and I can go a pretty long time without seeing one another and without getting it too crazy. But the longer we go, the crazier we get. So we decided that it would financially be smarter for us to at least do 2 a year, and if we can do more, then we'll do more. But right now we're kind of keeping it at 2 a year, which that's either 1 every 6 months or just 2 a year. We'll put them back to back. But I'd rather have them spread out. But I'm going to go see him in 2 weeks because we're coming around our 6th month of not seeing each other, so we're getting a little antsy and kind of scratching. But yeah. So we're going to go to MagFest and we're going to go see Game Grumps, so it's going to be really fun. And I'm down in Florida and I really miss winter, so it'd be nice to go back up to Virginia and go see snow again, which it snowed there today. I'm really jealous. So. I would say that is false. Me personally, I don't see how someone can cheat on someone they love and why they go through the whole long distance relationship if they didn't love someone. But yeah, that's kind of like the person, not long distance relationships. So I would say no for that one. I would say it is the distance, obviously. That's the only thing that kind of makes it different from any other relationship. It is the distance, and it's going to be quite hard. It's something you're going to definitely have to adjust to. But yeah, you'll get through it. I would say the one thing that keeps Jared and I happy the most is either we communicate with each other on everything, or at least I try to, or our love for one another. That's kind of like the driving force behind, doing all this crazy stuff for one another, is that we love each other like crazy. And the fact that we talk to each other, and that's what makes us survive through the craziness. So I would say communication is key, and you need to have love for the other person because it's not going to work if you don't love them. You would not go through all this crazy stuff just because you liked them. Sitting on your laptop or your phone all day waiting for them to text or call you, that will drive you crazy. You need to have a social life. You need to get out there and have fun. That's kind of what you have to realize. If you were in a normal relationship, you'd be off going with your girlfriends every other weekend or whatever. You need to have time for yourself, and if you don't have time for yourself, you're going to be mad and you're going to blame it on your partner, and that's going to cause fights. So definitely go out and breathe, do your own thing, and then maybe you can find a reserved time to talk to each other. I know Jared and I talk to each other every night. Sometimes it gets a little late, but that's kind of our thing. That's how we handle being away from each other. That's kind of a trust thing and a communication thing. It's gonna really depend on the couple. So Jared and I are jealous people to begin with, so we don't really have a kind of jealousy thing, and neither one of us kind of go out to the club or do anything crazy like that. We literally both go to work and come home and visit family, so there's not really any time for us to be jealous or put us into situations that would make the other person jealous, and that's not something we purposely do. So, and again, it's the communication and trust. So I think if you trust someone and you communicate with the person, there should never be any jealousy issues. And you should never date a jealous person because it is crazy. Misunderstandings, there have been some misunderstandings. It's kind of hard to judge when you're talking to someone, you know, their facial expressions, so I can't tell if I said something to hurt Jared if he doesn't tell me. So again, it's a communication thing. So you definitely need to talk to each other. I would say, you know, finding someone that actually I can connect with and someone that is literally my best friend. I could literally do anything in front of Jared and would not change his perspective on me. And I find that like amazing. I could literally go and be the nastiest person in the world and he'd be like, what are you doing? But he would still love me for me. So I find that amazing that I can be that comfortable with someone. So that's kind of like the highlight of my relationship. And having the distance, it kind of like helps us grow. And it kind of helped us grow up and mature a bit. So that way we can come together and be stronger, you know, together. Since we're, you know, on our own, we kind of can focus on ourselves. So we'll be two big puzzle pieces coming together when this distance stuff goes away, which hopefully one day that'll be soon. But alright guys, that's all the questions for today. If you guys have any more questions, just leave them down below. Since I am a small channel, I will get to them, I promise. I look at everything you guys write and like all the likes and stuff, because there's like 5 of you subscribers and I'm one of them. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, just write them down below. I'll answer them either down below in the comments or I'll make another video. It just really depends. But yeah, if you guys have any requests for videos, just let me know, and I hope you guys had a great holiday and a happy new year. Bye!